Hey everyone, Jason here again, another episode of Sports Buzz. Time to bring you the big NHL news out of Chicagoland. The Chicago Blackhawks have signed star center and star winger Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane to 8-year, $10.5 million deals that will basically leave them in Chicago through the rest of their career, through the 2022-2023 season here. It's a long way away as of right now. Both these players, I believe, are well worth it after what they have done for Chicago. 2 Stanley Cups. They've been in multiple All-Star teams. Three apiece, 3 All-Star teams apiece here. Multiple awards, Conn Smythe, Selke award winners. And I'll get to that in a minute here. But let's go through each stats of the players and get my thoughts on where I think they'll go in the future. And I will also do a quick wrap around on what I think the Chicago Blackhawks will do this year with the salary cap and what I think they'll do, continue to free agency, the moves they may make, and in the future, in another video, I will do a video about the rest of the NHL, I believe, at least before the season starts here. Let's start with Jonathan Toews, 3rd overall pick in the 2006 NHL entry draft, signed a 3-year deal in 2007. And he's just been the captain for the last multiple years. Wears number 19 for the team here. Let's get to the stats here. Obviously, a big achievements for him already. World Junior All-Star Team in 2007, nominated for the Calder Memorial Trophy in 2008, NHL All-Star selection in 2009, 2011, 2012, 2010 Winter Olympics winner as a best forward, 2010 Stanley Cup winner, 2010 Conn Smythe trophy winner here, which is for the MVP of the Stanley Cup Finals there as well, and of the playoffs here. He is the 2nd youngest player to win the Conn Smythe, 22 years, 41 days, only to Patrick Raw here as the he named full captain of the NHL team after only 64 NHL games. So he had a short career before he was named the captain here. Captain Sirius is what he is called here in Chicagoland. 2013 Frank Selke winner here. 2013 2nd NHL All-Star team, and 2013 Stanley Cup champion as well. So a very, very expansive career, very successful career. He is known all around the league. It can dish out the plays, can shoot the puck as well. He's a very explosive player here. So that's that. That's Jonathan Toews kind of in a nutshell here. Expansive career already. Let's get to Patrick Kane here then, the star right winger of the team here. Let me find my information. Patrick Kane, 1st overall pick in the 2007 draft. He is 25 years old here. Another expansive career. He's known for his flashy moves on and off the ice, especially on the ice, but he's got some off the ice antics as well here. Boston, New York native, so U.S. Played for the U.S. team. Let's go through his career here. 2008 All Rookie Team winner, Calder Memorial Trophy winner in 2008, 3-time All-Star, 2010 Stanley Cup champion, scored the winning goal in the 2010 Stanley Cup for the Blackhawks versus the Flyers. 2013 Conn Smythe Trophy winner for the playoff MVP, had a great playoffs last year, and has been first star of the month and has won various awards for that as well. Is obviously known for his flashy moves on the ice. So that's that. I think it's well worth it for the team. Obviously, last month, there was a rumor that the team and the players wanted $12 million each. I believe they kind of took a little bit less. Obviously, 10.5 is not less at all, but it was rumored to also be 8.5, 9. But I believe that the salary is obviously right for what they have done for the city already, and what I believe they will continue to do with the core that they have. Now, going into this season, it is going to be a little bit difficult for the Blackhawks to keep where they have been. Obviously, the conference has got a lot better. The Western Conference, the division has got a lot better with with Colorado, with St. Louis, and even like Minnesota, and just people in the conference got a lot better. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit harder for the team here going into the future. A lot of bigger contracts they have to settle here. The NHL cap this season is at $69 million. The Blackhawks are were nearly 500K above that recently, and they recently have let center Michael Handzus, 27 years old, or 37 years old, I believe, go after this past season, right after the free agency period started here, and have signed Brad Richards, I believe it was a 1-year deal, $2 million. I'm thinking off the top of my head here, he will fill that second role until Teuvo Teravainen is ready and has gotten more exposure to the NHL game. And then KHL, I believe. But yes, I think that's a pretty good move, for a veteran move, and can help the team in that case. But going into this season, into next season, the Blackhawks have 22 players under contract right now. I believe 22 or 23. They signed Ben Smith, Antti Raanta, Jeremy Morin for, I believe, $4 million total for those players here. On a side note, center David Bolland, who was with the team last year, signed a 5-year, $27.5 million deal with the Florida Panthers with former GM of the Blackhawks, Dale Talon. I don't know about that move. David Bolland is a solid player, very injury prone, and I believe he's overpaid with that. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on that. Going into what the Hawks can do this season to kind of relieve the cap going into the future, they have a little bit of issues here. Obviously, Johnny Duya, the center, the defenseman rather, $3.375 million cap hit. He's a veteran, 35 years old, I believe, or in his 30s here. He could be moved, and maybe they can get picks back, get younger players back. Michael Roosevelt's another defenseman who could be moved. He's in his 30s as well. Who has 1 year left on a deal that pays him $2.2 million. So that's a little bit of a hit there, and they need to figure that out here. They've got young defensemen they can figure out as well. And they can bring up, I believe, if they were to get rid of Oduya, get rid of Roosevelt. Another thing they can do is get rid of Patrick Sharp, the winger. He's in his 30s as well. Had a great season this year, led the team in scoring and with goals. Great breakout season for him again. Quiet playoffs, but a great regular season. He's got a $5 million cap hit, so it was rumored they could move him, and has not happened. I believe they will happen either later this summer, or maybe even during the season, but for sure probably next season to relieve that cap hit for him. That'd be a bittersweet move because he is a real staple with the team right now. Another interesting move, Brent Seabrook, star defenseman here, $5.8 million cap hit. He has been kind of inconsistent, majority consistent, inconsistent. They can move him as well if they get the right package. That'd be, again, very bittersweet, very, very, very difficult to replace. Obviously, some of the bigger contracts the team has taken on here is Duncan Keith in 2009, I believe, as well as Marian Hossa. Duncan Keith is a 13-year deal, $72 million, and he's the team's best defenseman, has won the Norris Trophy multiple times here, including this year. Marian Hossa is an older player, 35 years old, signed a 12-year deal in 2009. We'll see what happens with this, see if they buy him out eventually. That'd be bittersweet, but right now he is still a big part of the team. Can handle the puck and shoot the puck and still score, obviously. Is still there. Another thing, there's a couple more moves here I think the Hawks can do. Maybe get rid of Chris Versteeg, who they brought on with the Panthers for the second time. Versteeg was with the team in 2009, 2010, I believe. Was traded to the Maple Leafs and has come back. And was inconsistent in year. That could be another move, although the team has said they're going to keep him. Another thing they could do is restructure Brian Bickle's deal or even trade him. He makes a $4 million hit annually now. after having the breakout year last year, having the big playoffs last year. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with him, see if they can restructure, even move him, because in all honesty, he has been most consistent in the playoffs, but the regular season has not. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what they do here as far as their moves. Hopefully, can keep the core together. Their immediate core of Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, and Duncan Keith and whatnot have been together, but they need to infuse, I think, some young guys and bring some of the guys they have up and get that started. So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be very, very interesting. The draft's already passed. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what they do. Alright, guys, that's it for this episode of Sports Buzz. Again, big news. Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews, 8 years, $10.5 million deals. That's the big story of the day. Yeah, that's it. I'll be back on another video hopefully within the next couple weeks, maybe a month, about the rest of the NHL free agency once that kind of dies down a little bit. Alright, guys, thank you for watching this episode of Sports Buzz. Please subscribe if you enjoy this video. I try to put out videos whenever I can. I'll give you a video a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.